through to the playoffs in what particular seed?
So most anticipated match that we're going to have today on stream?
There's a lot of games.
I think Faz Talks for me.
Faz Talks, there's going to be
there's
some
actually quite a lot.
Games.
Yeah,
there's probably going to be Evil, Avek.
Yeah.
There's going to be Rafa turning up here. And just a lot to look forward to. We've got Blood Run, actually, that's going to be played next. This could be really interesting between Sting and Gienon, actually. I'm not sure who could take this one. I think traditionally I'd say Sting would have the advantage, but because he's been looking so weak at DreamHack, I'm actually giving the edge to Gienon.
Yeah, it's a very, very... I'm going to agree with you there, because Gienon, he hasn't really shown the signs of... I think Sting maybe might be the most affected player by the tournament.
Yeah.
The nerves, the LAN, the new environments out of any of the players. Because I think he's underperformed the most from our expectations.
I don't think anyone was expecting Detroni to take him out like that. But anyway, guys, let's get into the game. This map number 3 between Sting and Gienon here on Blood Run.
1.
Here we are. So we're off on Sting to begin with as he goes and drop onto that yellow, gets the Mega as well, and the LG. So this is typically, you'd want to make the approach on the next red from the grenades area with this. So after he gets that rocket, he can get himself over to the grenade deck there. And that LG is really strong from that position. And he's actually waiting here, trying to find his opponent. He heard some jumping there in the distance, catches Gienon. Beautiful awareness play there. Because he spotted that Gienon was going to go for the Mega and do damage on red. And so he wants to attack that play. So very, very good stuff from Sting, but it didn't work out at all.
Better for Gienon.
Yeah.
And Gienon going to try and defend this red. He wants to do damage and not let Sting get onto it. He's got rockets, so he can make the jump up, but he's got to wait for Gienon to either back off to Mega Help or just back off completely. And, well, it's not going to be back off to Mega, because Gienon picked it up already, and he's going to be pushing Sting off of this item and getting it into full control right now. Sting in a lot of trouble. That rail, putting on a tiny stack, that yellow spawn right in front of his face. He's not going to be able to get this one. But he is going to be able to get the top one. So Gienon, though, still looking a million miles ahead.
Yeah, I loved how Sting read the start of the game, but I felt like he made the wrong decision after he made the correct read, but the wrong decision after he got the information. I feel like so, but it does show that Sting's very aware. Like he's got great awareness of the game, and there he just jumps across, takes one roll. That's kind of as expected. There. And so Sting not really sweating it just yet. It's still 0-0, so there's a lot left to play for, and we have still 1 yellow up, and there's a lot going on here right now. So he just has to bide his time. And there it is, 190 armor.
Yeah, that's a brilliant, man. That's great news for Sting. Now he's going to be able to work a lot more with this. But it's going to be an LG fight in the middle. Sting, he gets bounced a little bit over there. A bit of a jump. 21 health left, very low. Well, Sting even lower, to be honest. And let's see what's going to be happening with Gienon. Is he going to go for that Mega first? He's going for a load of shards. And he wants to hang about a bit. But oh, a fantastic rail there from Gienon. No rocket jump up. Needs that rail ammunition instead. And he can get himself ready. Is he waiting for a jump hit from Sting? Oh no, he pushes forward. 28 health there, but the rail at the end. Sting gets the first kill. And that was extremely close.
That was beautiful there from Sting. The clutch rail coming out, showing he's got fight left in him, but Gienon shows it as well, pushing forward with the plasma gun. But Sting, you know, he's going to be able to get out of there and get that 50. So a huge sigh of relief let out by Sting there, as it's very stressful to be on low health but high armor.
Yeah, that's right. Gienon's going to be pretty gutted that with all that control he wasn't able to pick up a kill. But he's basically managed to reassert his control over there. Just 200, 100. Red taken by Sting, but it's a lot of damage done by Gienon. A great rail here by Gienon. One more maybe for the kill. Sting trying to back away, goes down to the shards. They're going to help out a huge amount. Gienon's got a chance now to pick up all the yellows on the map. So he's going to get back into control, but he's got to make sure he executes correctly in the next fight, not like it happened last time.
Certainly so, and Sting, he's got that lead, so of course he's really down on the stack, so that's really unfortunate. But oh, look at the attack from Gienon right in the back. The timing was impeccable there, and oh, just missing the rail as he turns the corner. Unfortunately for him, he will not find that frag, and he's not going to pursue it. Instead, it's time to get some items. So Sting gets another bit of room to breathe.
He does.
Oh wow!
There's a bit of damage going on. Gienon, he's going to be able to get onto this red armor. He just missed his rocket jump up there. But it's not going to be a problem because Sting is just sitting down at this lower yellow. That's not going to be up for a while. He might just try to be holding ground. A great rail there from Gienon on the side. And he's going to be able to pick up the lower yellow armor. I'd love to see Gienon really pushing into both yellows, maybe a little bit more aggressively to try and catch out Sting. That could be a good opportunistic play for him to pick up the kill, but he's going to be finding Sting up at the top here by the 50 health level. Sting extremely low. Is he going to be chasing around? Sting thinking about sticking his head out, but we've got a jump up and perfect timing now for Sting on that red armor.
And Sting is grabbing that yellow as well, so he's managing to survive. Gienon's actually doing a good job in keeping him down, playing that war of attrition. Eventually, if things keep going the way they are, Sting will eventually fall, and Gienon will be able to tie up the match. But Sting, if he makes a really smart play, he can avoid that entire situation and then maybe steal away maybe a red. Oh, Gienon, oh, great read there. And again, that's the damage. And now for the next 30 seconds, Sting is not going to have anything. It's going to take another 30 seconds to get another 50 armor.
And also Sting making his way up to the top yellow. Gienon going to try and deny it for him. Nope, he won't be able to. He's letting him get that yellow too easily. He really needs to push him. Problem is he doesn't have it under rotation, so he doesn't know whether or not he's going to go there and it's going to be up. But he's going to have to risk it at some point.
Yeah, and there's a red up on the spot. Sting eyeing it up there and trying to see if he can grab it. He does indeed grab it, and there goes Gienon straight for the teleporter. I mean, this is the routine damage for Gienon coming out, but this time, actually, he didn't do nearly enough. So this is finally Sting's opportunity. After this yellow, he's going to grab here.
Yeah, that yellow actually puts him on a better stack than Gienon. Let's see if he's going to make a play onto the Mega. Does not look like it. He's going to be miles away. That's still one item I don't think he has any kind of timing on.
Yeah, certainly. Sting. Oh, great rockets there onto Gienon, but Gienon returns it in kind. And Sting backing away there, he knows.
Oh my, wow. 3 health left at the end of that, and Sting is going to get frag number 2. This has got to be heartbreaking for Gienon. Oh, he's going to drop to the floor. Easy 3rd frag for Sting. And as I was saying, Gienon with all that control, and twice it failed for him. He was not able to execute. Sting looking good on map number 3, Blood Run.
Certainly there goes the drop from Gienon.
Oh,
what was that? I have no idea what just happened.
If all else fails, just plasma. And, well, he hit everything right there.
Yeah.
Possessed some of, I don't know, a little bit of Avec in him there.
It's funny because the way you were doing it, you were saying it, it's like, oh, you know, it's kind of Gienon's big opportunity. Maybe he won't get another one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and I was like, yep. And then he just drops in, hits like 10 plasma balls in a row.
No,
that's the plasma gun for you.
By that.
And that's the beauty of it. But there, I mean, he still has a lot of work to do. He's still very low. I mean, that 1 frag doesn't really mean a huge amount in the grand scope of things. He has to still be able to get enough armor to challenge. But if he gets railed here, okay, just barely avoiding it.
Wow, he managed to make it. That's astonishing.
If
Low yellow up. Gienon just pushes through. He can win himself that red as well. Sting behind him, but Gienon is going to get back into control, and now he's got another big opportunity to make this comeback happen. But he can't fail in the fights anymore. He can't choke. He's got to be flawless.
And there goes the drop towards Mega as he tries to find himself Sting, grabbing that LG along the way. And he's in a decent position here for the next Mega, and he can do damage onto the red and fall back onto it. That's the standard play going in here. And actually, just going to go straight for the teleporter. And interestingly enough, Sting left the red up when he could have taken it. Had he been listening, had he had the information. And now he's going to run into Gienon. This can't happen. He's too low for this. And this fight is... Oh, man, he's really... He must be so low. No, actually, he's doing all right.
It's not too bad. Gienon's taking a lot of items, but the thing is, he just looks really shaky when he gets into those very intense lightning gun fights. He needs to be a lot more precise than he's currently being. And right now, Sting is about 50 armor ahead of him. But the rail has hit, but also red's been picked up. Although we've got a very balanced stack right now. All Sting needs is a couple of 25 health levels, and he's going to be just fine. It's going to come down to a massive fight. That's it.
Indeed it will. It's a minute and a half remaining, and Gienon, he's still got a big opportunity here. It's just this one fight he has to get out of the way with, and then maybe a follow-up on the spawn, and he's good to go to tie this one up. But fantastic rocket, but there's the red armor to perpetuate that stack. He's fine. He's got this. He's just got to find Sting. He's got to find him soon. Now would be a great time. He finds him at the jump pad. He's going to go for it. And Sting, oh, he misses the rail. Gienon.
Oh, nice move here by Sting, coming back out of the hallway. But Gienon wants to chase at this point. He feels this is his moment.
Yeah.
It did not work, and with a minute to go, I feel like there may not be enough time left. But, you know, another Plasma Rush or something crazy could work wonders for him. But with the rockets up the staircase, it's not going to happen. Right off the spawn, Sting is going to make it 6-1 now. And that's the lockout here on map 3.
That, to me, is like another experience thing for Gienon. Because he saw that moment, he did actually have time. And he could have tried to pick a better spot. Because I think against a good player, Sting is always, you know, the player in Sting's position is always going to hit those rockets. Like, it's the percentage chance for you to actually make that frag happen there, really low. Really, really low, I think. So, but he was so stacked.
He was just desperate at that point.
Yeah, he was very desperate. He had maybe one more chance, maybe, and that would have been it. But yeah, it's very hard to make those calls, and that's why it's all about the experience. Because you get put in these hard spots again and again, and eventually you get this clarity of mind that you can make the best plays. And definitely, though, Gienon's showing some great moves, but he's not out of it yet.
That's right. That's going to be GG, guys. 9-2 for Sting. And he's going to take himself to the, well, match point. I think, though, if we get another fast map, maybe Error Walk next, that could really favor Gienon, I think. Maybe he needs something like that.
He's got really solid execution.
Yeah.
It's not to be messed with. So that's definitely something he's really, really hoping for. And I wonder if he's going to be able to actually bring this back here, because Sting is, I think, feeling a lot more confidence. He's looking much better than he did yesterday. Yesterday he was a bit all over the place, but now it's definitely looking a bit more solid. But we're going with the Furious Heights, it seems.
Yeah, I have the maps. It's actually Sinister that's going to be the
Right.
tiebreaker. So, and the map that Sting won at the beginning was Lost World.
And we're getting live into this one on Furious Heights. It is very important for Gienon to win this. It is, of course, match point rather for Sting. So Gienon, it's all on his shoulders right here.
He's going to be able to get onto that Mega quite easily. Manages to pick up the lightning gun fast. Would like that yellow, but already Sting making a move into this room and does even hit a rail shot. That is going to secure him the second red armor as well. And Gienon is going to be fighting from behind in the early stages here.
And it looks like Gienon taking a lot of damage before the next, second red even spawned, and that's really terrible because it means that you pretty much give up the challenge. And now we're going to see all the items, apart from that one yellow, go to Sting. So Gienon's really had a terrible start here, and that means he's going to have to really play very slow and be very, very calm and be very, very lucky that Sting doesn't make the right reads. And here goes Sting. Oh, trying to catch Gienon. Gienon's going to go for the drop. He actually manages to find himself that red. Sting shouldn't have let that happen. But Gienon is going to fall back now, and he's actually giving himself a good chance here.
Yeah, he's a fair amount of health behind Sting at the moment, but he's opened himself a big window of opportunity. This is great play from Gienon. But, Sting maybe could have been a little bit more aggressive onto the red, tried to push in, but of course I think Gienon was probably looking at it thinking, if you step onto that, I'm going to have a rocket, I'm going to have something there waiting for you. You know,
Matrox is doing that a lot. Maybe it's I don't know, the Polish brothers, they like to be very generous giving away reds. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and I think I see Matrox sitting in the audience, and Sting doesn't yet know the good news that Matrox has won his game, and if Sting can get this one, I'm sure there's going to be happy banter going on at the end.
Yeah, definitely Sting is looking much better now. And Gienon, though, he's been allowed to build up that armor, so he's definitely looking to be able to make a challenge here on the next red if he wants to, but he's going to be very chill. Going to go for the drop. And I like what he's doing. Gienon right now, he's got good defensive posturing on this Mega, but this could really go either way. Sting out for the teleporter, forces Gienon away straight. And Gienon doesn't even put much of a fight. Sting goes for the interception.
LG, that is brutal. LG Sting going in for the fight anyway, but Gienon might be able to take this. He's the rail at the end.
Poor Sting.
That was huge. Amazing plays there from Gienon. Sting making a move in there, and Gienon does not want to sit around and wait on that red. Sting just charges in. A good play there to get himself some nice amount of control off the spawn.
That was really Sting's frag. That rail switch at the end, that was just amazing there.
Oh, he had to do it. Gienon, the work he did with the lightning gun at the beginning of the fight was just extraordinary, and really opened up that window. Mega, though, has now been taken by Sting. Gienon, is he going to drop Fred? He's going to go for it. He's got an extra bit of armor for himself. Actually, he's gone up to 200 armor. Sting's sitting on 160 and 60. And bit of LG. Gienon moving back in for this one. He wants to tear away. 50 health are going to help him a lot. He can go back for a fight in just a few moments.
There's Sting. He bounced around there, and Gienon goes to the drop.
This could be a frag. 2-0 now for Gienon. Well played.
Yeah, really nice there from Gienon, very well controlled. Maybe Sting found himself a little bit out of position as well, and that's going to be 2-0 now. So Gienon's swinging this back. Kind of, I think Sting has had a lot of better situations, but Gienon's just had some strong execution in some of the fights.
Let's see if Gienon can keep on doing that, because Sting's now on 200, 100. A lot of health and armor, and Gienon with this red is going to tie things up a bit. Blood Run seems to be all about Sting executing in the fights. Furious Heights is all about Gienon executing.
Yeah.
And this is Gienon's map pick as well.
It is. So Gienon creeping around here. He's just got a good position to try to. He wants to catch Sting. If Sting wants to get, cute, like raiding from a distance, he wants to try to predict that spot, catch him close range. But Sting's over there.
Great trap by
Sting. Grenades, and Gienon escapes without too much damage and steals away the reds. So Gienon came out massively ahead there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good trap by Sting, but he wasn't able to hit enough rockets there. Gienon just had a great counter move. Yellow has been taken by Sting. Let's see if Gienon's going to be able to get any damage here. It does manage to find the rail. Great shot. He's going to find him again. He's just going to go for the direct chase at this point. Yellow does get taken, but here's the drop. The interception by Gienon, and it is going to be frag number 3. And Gienon going to be checking Mega Health first. Managed to hit a plasma, but there's going to be nothing stopping Sting getting onto Mega Health. And Gienon, before going into this map, he certainly is a really top player on Furious Heights. Sting is going to have to pull out some exceptional moves if he wants to make this comeback, because Gienon is just so solid here.
He is, and there it is. He spies his opponent below. Here's the jumps. Here's those moving through that water. And there goes Gienon. Beautiful prediction on that rocket there. Fighting over the red, but he can't quite grab it. Sting steals it from out front of his nose and finds the frag. Gorgeous stuff there from Sting. Halfway point reached, and he's looking like he's about to reassert himself. He's got that mega up in the spot. This is looking really good for Sting.
Gienon needed to get that red armor, or at least to kill Sting before he picked it up, and he just wasn't able to do it. And now Sting is running around absolutely fully loaded pretty much, and is looking like he's going to try and tie up this game very, very soon. Red's up though. Gienon is going to be able to pick it up. Rocket's good for both players, but it's Sting who's following up a little better at this point. Got all the weapons he needs, so he can try and get the finishing blow now. Does hit a nice vertical rail. One more here for the kill. It's just the lightning gun instead. 2-3.
And he's looking very good. Gienon though spawns that rocket. It could be dangerous. Sting very low, and he's going to be fine. He's got the weapon advantage, and Sting is going to find that Matrox gets out of there. Beautiful rail that leads the Mega up to actually
hit that rail before, after red was taken. Just after, and that was really annoying for Gienon, because it means he doesn't have as much armor as he could be having right now.
Certainly, so there goes the drop from Sting. He really wants more armor here. He knows red is the next item to play for, but where is Gienon? He's kind of searching frantically for Gienon, and Gienon's nowhere near actually. It should be a free red, most certainly, for Sting. Absolutely.
And it was quite a late pickup for him, but I think Gienon just went up the bounce pad over to the 50 health, or may have heard it getting taken. Let's see if he's got that perfect timing on it. Sting though hanging around on Mega. Gienon trying to poke his head in to do some damage, but Sting just pushes him right out of the room. Claims it for free. And he's going to be looking good in the next fight. Oh, move through a teleporter from Sting, and Gienon's just pushed himself over onto the yellow armor. That's not going to be good for him. He's going to be trapped there, but the damage was sensational. Is Sting going to get onto red, or is Gienon? He's going to be with a shotgun onto red armor straight away. Takes a big rocket. But I think any other spawn, and we could have been seeing a Sting convert very soon.
Yeah, definitely. But he did a great job with the rocket and then the rail there as well. Actually, if he can just keep his opponent away from him, he's actually totally fine. He should be able to get this Mega, I think. I don't think Gienon should be able to take this. And in fact, Gienon kind of fails to jump there, and he does go down. Even though Sting's LG is a bit shaky, it doesn't matter, as he's clearly got that under wraps, and the next red does go to Gienon. So kind of good timing to die for Gienon, I suppose. But Sting does take the lead, and this is match point, and there's 2.5 minutes remaining, and he's starting to look even better. He just needs to get that armor, and Gienon, though, proving very troublesome with the rail.
He does need to hit a lot more. Gienon was executing so nicely at the beginning of this map. He needs to find some wind in his cells, otherwise he's going to be a lot of trouble. Fantastic rocket from Sting. He hits the rail at the end, 2 health left for him. 50 health, but we're going to be snatched up. We got red on the floor, taken by Sting. The Mega health doesn't put Gienon that much further than starting stack at this point. And here come the Rockets. It's going to be Gienon in trouble. 5-3 now, and there's just 2 minutes left for Sting to hold on to this and take this group stage game. This could keep him in the running for the playoffs.
And he's definitely going to be trying to do just that as Sting. He's up above. He's got great positioning on the red. He's going to go for the drop there. Gienon, nowhere to be seen. And Gienon's got to make the play in the next 2 minutes to get that one big engagement. He's going to be playing for that one solid fight and just assume that the next one could be off the spawn perhaps a bit easier. But he's got to take his time. He can't be rushed. But it gets harder and harder because it's just 90 seconds left now. And Gienon in a lot of trouble. Sting 200, 200. I'm going to switch to Gienon to see if he can put
He's just a long way from that. And this is hold for him in, well, near enough the last minute. Gienon probably going to try and make some gutsy moves at this point, but he's going to need a lot of luck as well. And he's going to need Sting to make an error, basically.
Yeah, I think Sting just going to be hanging around that kind of toxic spot.
Oh,
or grenades, or he's over at the Mega. So Gienon, he just keeps getting chipped away at. So finally there's a red, but he's still massively outstacked. Let's see if he can do it though. He's going to try and find Sting right now.
Sting at the top spot. Gienon, they can move forward, but those Rockets are just picture perfect. And it is going to be GG's call, 6-3 for Sting. And the other Polish brother is going to be taking his game as well. Good news for them in this round.
Yeah, certainly. So Gienon, I think he had a great performance, but Sting definitely the better jeweler.
What a change, though, compared to yesterday. Sting looks like a completely different animal right now. I'm really happy for him that he stepped up to his game and he's getting the performances that I think a lot of us expected from him. Guys, the next match is going to be Rafa versus Phantom. They're going to be up on stage. And are we able to look a little bit at the schedule quickly, just so that we can have a quick look what to expect throughout the day? So, well, it's going to be up at 11:30. So we should be going a very short break, in fact, and not going to be long after
like
this.
5 minutes or so.
And we're going to get to Rafa versus Phantom, and hopefully we'll be able to have a game that we can go to after that, so that we can get a little bit more in before the round 6 is scheduled to start.
Certainly. So I guess that's it, Zoot. We'll head up a very quick break, and we'll see you guys very shortly for Rafa versus Phantom. Stay tuned.